I'm doing a reading for Gemini today. See what kind of energy I get from y'all. Using three. I'm gonna use 3 decks today. Beyond Lemuria deck. This New Orleans Oracle deck. And a Modern Witches Tarot deck. Energy you have for Gemini. What messages that you have for Gemini for today? What messages that you have for Gemini? Growth, focus, adventure, and learning. The growth. You're growing to trust yourself more. You're becoming more aware of your intuitive feelings and guidance by allowing yourself the time and flexibility to acknowledge and honor these feelings. You are supporting yourself in having the most fulfilling if life possible. Stopping to ask yourself how you feel about something as opposed to what you think about something can make all of the difference. Sometimes what feels right may not be the next logical step, but inevitably it will be what is for your highest good. So, what I see for you, it could be a rebirth, not necessarily a pregnancy, but it could be a rebirth, reading renewed, a new life. You're growing from an old cycle. Just basically are growing from emotions because a lot of water always mean emotional, or you could be flip flopping from being emotional and your higher self is just like a mix of things, but basically it's growing from the emotions. So maybe you're not understanding why you're so emotional, and you're on the verge of learning about that, learning about change. Next is focus. Everything is energy, including your thoughts. think of your thoughts as different cars driving by. You have somewhere that you need to travel to, and you have the choice of any vehicle that passes. Would you want to get in every car, or would you select the one that seems to be best equipped to get you to your destination? Every thought can be a step either towards forward movement or stagnation. If this card came up in your reading, it is because you must pay attention to where you allow your focus to lead your thoughts. Being aware of where you put your energy mentally and emotionally will enable you to create a more self empowered journey. It is time to not only recognize that you have a choice about where you focus your energy, but to also see how those thoughts are affecting your energy. So, those emotional thoughts that you could have been having that you've grown from was kind of keeping you back or just preventing you from focusing. As you could see, it's like the heart, earth. Basically, I see maybe you need to get out in nature, or maybe that's where being out, that's what helps you focus more, just getting away from everything. It's like eye opening for you. So basically, you know, think, use that third eye or extra, which third eye, brain, memory, just use that to wean out your responses, your reactions. It's just taking time to really focus on what you want to give your energy to. Next is adventure. It is easy to get caught up in obligations of completing everyday chores, so much so that the very essence of inspiration and excitement can slowly fade away. Before we know it, life becomes one long day of completing task after task. This card has shown up in your reading because it is time for some adventure. Adventures can be had near or far. It is also about paying attention to what brings the feeling of renewed excitement into your being, whether it's taking a day trip to a fun or unfamiliar place or checking out a new activity that plagues your entrance. It is definitely time to break the cycle of what your days have turned into. It is time to explore and renew yourself with inspirational energy by having an adventure. So, maybe it's time for you to take a vacation, go somewhere near water, got a lot of trees around it, kind of secluded, away from a lot of tourists or whatsoever. Maybe you want to go out and explore nature, go into like a field of butterflies or where there's a lot of butterflies at, a lot of flowers, plants. It's basically maybe you want to take a spa day and you could just do like a meditative adventure because it's kind of like another realm. Sometimes when you're in a meditative state or getting a massage and stuff, it does take you to another realm of thoughts because you're thinking, you're really not thinking of the life's problems. You're thinking about different things. Maybe you can fall asleep. Maybe you can dream of this place, and then it leads you to go to planning a vacation there. And next is learning. The more you know, the more you realize how much there is left to learn. You're currently in a learning growth cycle that will lead you to the direction you desire. During this time, you will be more aware of your patterns and your synchronicities, especially within yourself. Although you might be tempted to tell yourself that you already know, there's a difference between understanding something and an intellectual level of understanding something on an emotional or intuitive one. There are many times that knowing something intellectually gets confused with truly getting it. To understand something in its entirety, it is necessary to have both a willingness to process and acceptance to every level. It is okay to feel like you are repeating certain experiences or emotions. It is though it is through this process that you gain more clarity and healing. It is important to be patient with yourself and others during this process by stepping back and taking the objective approach when assessing all of the different aspects of your life. So all your cards basically are linked or have a connection to each other, basically to give you this message. You're learning about growth and growing and expanding yourself. You're staying focused so you can get an understanding of this growth because you don't really understand why life has led you to make these choices or why life has led you on this journey. And this could be a part of the adventure. Maybe this growth and this change is fun for you. Maybe it's something that you would like to consistently continue because it brings peace. All this is peace. Okay, and out here, this deck, it connects with 3 questions. And I always pull 4 cards because like that 4 card is like the clarity for everything. It always like clarifies the message. Each message is written on the card and there's a picture that depicts that message on the back. I will show you both. The questions are, what should I be aware of? Basically what should you be aware of? What can you grow from? And where should you put your energy? And those questions are important because, especially when it comes to your energy, because it's not good to give your energy to a lot of people and to a lot of reactions, a lot of situations, because a lot of people see your growth and see that you're becoming this greater being, and they'll try to hit that one little nerve that they know. Especially if they know that you have a temper or that you have like anger problems or just something that you're working on to do better for yourself. They're going to try to do anything possible to make you react. So this is why being by yourself is important. Like having your own space and your time. The first one is endless opportunities. It's wonderful to have the freedom to choose. However, sometimes indecisions can be almost suffocating. So get into your body and let your gut feeling guide the way. You have options and opportunities you may not have released. The universe wants to give you what you want. It's all there. So reach out and wholeheartedly choose it. While you sit on a fence, your experiences are diluted or confusing. We live in times of choices. Sometimes reason and limitation direct our choices, and we feel unfulfilled as a result. Choose life from a place of heart, compassion, and integrity, and you can't go wrong. So this is the picture for that little spread. It's butterflies and bubbles. So from what I've my meaning for partial of my meaning of butterflies, they always come to send messages. You just have to look up the meanings for each color. These are blue and black, kind of greenish, but not as much green. They're more blue. So look up the meaning of blue butterflies, even though that it's very rare that we see them in some places. But I usually see yellow, orange and black, or just black or brown and black or white. Radical expansion. It is time for radical ways of being and thinking, and you can start by granting yourself the freedom of creativity to be you. Unleash your inner rainbow dragon and unapologetically claim your heart-based empowerment and radiantly unconventional gifts. You can be as big as your energy can as your energy wants to be. Let go of limiting stories and make up all the space you need. Have fun unleashing who you are. As bold and radical as your ideals or offerings might be, they could be just what the world is waiting for, what the world wants. Be the masterpiece your soul always wanted you to be. So dragons are always amazing creatures in like stories, or if like there's like a lot of mythical cartoons and stuff like that. So as you can see, she's pulling out her heart, or maybe they're coming, or maybe they're going within her heart. So maybe it's time for you to search within your heart, because you did have a connection with the heart in your previous cards as well. So maybe it's something that you're confused about or back and forth with, or maybe you need to heal your heart, and reading about these specific creatures could help. So I would look up dragons if you're interested in that type of stuff, or just basically work on healing your heart chakra. Get like rose quartz, write poems, love poems, or just basically how you feel. Take from positive insight though. Furred and friendly creatures. Animals are intuitive, sacred beings that the wisdom keepers of many earth's traditions. They are some of our most loving companions and have much to teach us, yet the treatment of some species is appalling. As our empathy expands, we see beings and the quality of our lives as interconnected and equal to our own. We may be inspired to align our actions with our compassion to minimize the harm we do to the planet and her inhabitants. This card also signifies energy bonds. This card also signifies energy bonds. You may have a greater awareness of the wise wisdom of the animals you encounter and their meaning for you. So maybe you've been buying new pets. Maybe you're interested in buying a pet. Maybe you're going to visit a zoo or one of those little pet farms where you could get like close encounters with the animals, and just it's kind of like a healing for you. As you can see, there's an eagle, has a rabbit, a fox, looks like a rooster, a woodpecker. I know this is not a deer, but I can't think of the name of it. But you're just gonna be they may be a part of your healing, the animals. Just getting connected with them, and building kind of like a relationship or a connection with them. They can assist you with this growth. Earth Star Chakra Initiation. You are standing at the gateway into the unknown with trust in your heart, ancient remembering in your soul, and inner illumination to light the way. You have access to the seat of creation, the spark of existence, and the codes that hold the blueprints of who and what we are. This place is clear and grounded despite moving through multidimensional realms, and able to bridge worlds while functioning in physical reality. The higher you reach for the divine and the realms of spirit, the more important it is to anchor deeply in the earth. So you may need to heal your heart chakra. So because everything is leading to the heart. Everything is said something about the heart. The heart is in this picture. Heart. Let's see. This is the adventure that it wants you to take, and it's like the divine realm, as I spoke of, in a different realm. And which picture had this one is her heart. So things need to pour into your heart. You're allowing things to pour into your heart for your growth. And I'm gonna pull. I usually get one card. Oh, let me connect your questions first. Okay, so What you should be aware of. You should be aware of anybody trying to interrupt your growth or anything that's trying to get you off of focus on what you're really trying to do for yourself. Just remove it at a space or at, I guess, remove it how you want to slowly. Just be kind of aware of what you're doing and what's around you. So, because most of the time when you're growing, it's people that it's hard to remove because you love them or have a connection with them, and you don't know how to say, okay, I have to let you go, and maybe it's hard for you to just say, I have to let them go. And what can you grow from? You can grow from anger, suffocation, or like thinking that people around you are suffocating you. Let's see, you can unleash things that are preventing you from sharing your gifts or learning more about yourself or learning more about your culture and stuff like that. And what should you put your energy into? You should put your energy into yourself, your growth, yourself, like your self time, as far as like that's why it's called for the adventure, like the things that you want to do or what you feel is best for you. Put your energy in that. So whatever, like putting, like, don't put your energy in, oh, they making me mad, or oh, this is all they do is aggravate me, blah blah blah. Put all that aside. Whatever things that's been a distraction, that's what you need to put to the side. Focus, put all that energy into yourself, your growth, your adventure, your learning. Put all that into yourself. That's what best. That's I usually take one card, but if more comes out for a message for you, I'm gonna take it. Oh, there's another one. All right, that's all. Page of Swords. You're ready for you're ready for whatever that's coming your way. Basically, just being prepared. I'm gonna give you an extended meaning of it from out that book as well. Nine of Pentacles is surrounded by wealth, money, abundance. The Four of Cups is giving gifts or getting gifts. That's my opinion of it. Some people think differently. As you can see on her shirt, she's over it. Maybe somebody is like, how people give, but it's not meaningful. So it's kind of like that. But I'll give you a more broader definition as well. Okay. Being full of wild energy and drive. She's relentless in her action and does not sit still for long. She never runs out of crazy things to do. You're true idealistic. Sometimes you're exhausted, but very determined. It says here, find those who support you and your crazy ideals. So basically, it's all saying, still keep your energy in whatever change that you're doing, whatever growth. Keep your energy, keep your spirit. Don't allow your changing and you wanting better for yourself and in your circle prevent or stop anything that you want to do. Because what you do, remember yourself. It's important for what you want to do. No one else's opinion or what you want to do in your life is important at this time. Okay, everything is of wine and roses right now. You can finally get comfortable and enjoy it. You've made smart decisions. You've managed your time, money, and everything wisely. You can now sit back and enjoy the fruits of your labor. Treat yourself to something decadent. You've truly earned it. So all the hard work that you've done as far as yourself, your growth, your focus, is gonna pay off. You're gonna be able to finally be at peace and say, I did the work. You know, who did the work? Yourself. You did it for yourself. No one assisted you. You removed everybody and everything that was preventing you from your growth. So you did it by yourself. And this is like your life was full of the disappointments, imperfection, and unhappiness. You might have been feeling super cynical lately. Like nothing ever goes your way. Like the cards are stacked against you. But the negative, uh, but that negativity isn't going anywhere. So like you were dwelling on regrets, failures. Change. In order for things to change, you got to change your outlook, start doing things different, start working on your world, your atmosphere, your aura, your environment, your surroundings. Find like when you do the change and when you work on it, you'll find yourself in a supportive environment, and then beautiful things are within your growth. So once you begin to move around all that clutter and all that dysfunction, that's where all the greatness is. That's where all the greatness is behind. It's like waiting for you. It's like just standing there like, open up the door, like, girl, or boy, that you are the shit. Like, I've been waiting for you to see yourself. Be aware of who you are. I'm shuffling, so I must be lit to pull one more card. Because I usually don't pick up that deck after I pull them three. Let's see if I can. 5 of Swords. You're definitely feeling strong. You may be a little angry and a little fed up with the situation, and you're prepared to throw punches. If you choose to go that route, you'll definitely win. But there will probably be unforeseen consequences. You're so focused on that situation, you're not thinking about your future. Stop and consider the situation for a second before you do anything that you regret. That's basically goes back to giving your energy to situations. That's why it says should you grow from, what should you be aware of. Put your energy in positive things. Don't react to like a lot of, like I said before, like a lot of people are going to see your growth and see you focused and seeing that you want to change and you want to do different things. They're going to try to test you. Not today. Not today. You put your guards up. Stay focused. That's all I have for Gemini today. If this reading resonated with you, please like, share, subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so you can be notified when you get readings for your sign. I'll be doing a general reading for all signs too after I finish 2 more signs I have to do. So just stay tuned or just keep a watching. And you have a great day.